You guys probably saw this. I did a video on this earlier about Keira Knightley. Now, Keira Knightley says she wasn't aware of any Harry Potter backlash or boycott or anything like that when she signed on to do Professor Umbridge. By the way, she's way too beautiful to be Professor Umbridge. All right. I know it's just her voice, but it's like, damn, that's Keira Knightley doing Professor Umbridge. That's going to be wild. Okay. But she says, yeah, I didn't know about any boycott. I didn't know if there was any, controversy or any of that shit going on when I signed up. I hadn't heard the question that prompted this. The question that prompts her response is absolute, complete, and utter bullshit. And you don't hate journalists enough. You absolutely don't hate journalists enough. So let's listen to the question. And then we're going to get to her response. Listen to this shit.
I saw you're voicing Professor Umbridge in the new Harry Potter audiobooks. I was wondering, are you aware that some fans are calling for a boycott, given J.K. Rowling's ongoing campaign against trans people?
Are you aware that people don't like J.K. Rowling and they're calling for a boycott? Are you aware of that, Keira Knightley? Did you know that this was going on? Are you aware of this when you decided to sign up for this role? That J.K. Rowling is a transphobe and she's a TERF. And I mean, like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you ask her a question like that? And why would you ask her in the way that you asked it? And Keira Knightley's answer is great. Her answer is absolutely great. Let me listen to her. But look, listen to this shit. Listen to this shit.
I saw you're voicing Professor Umbridge in the new Harry Potter audiobooks. I was wondering, are you aware that some fans are calling for a boycott, given J.K. Rowling's ongoing campaign against trans people?
Are you aware that J.K. Rowling is a horrible person? If there's an ongoing campaign against her because of her commentary about trans people?
It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, please. Disrespectfully. Shut the fuck up.
I was not aware of that, no. I'm very sorry.
And look, back this up real quick. This is what this interview is about. She's talking about her Netflix movie that just dropped, The Woman in Cabin 10. So that's what this little caption is for. It's telling you that this has nothing to do with the Harry Potter audiobooks. This is about her and the movie that's coming out and that she should be talking about right now. This has nothing to do with, this is about you doing this audiobook. And so we want to know how you feel about the audiobook. And did you know this shit about J.K. Rowling, blah, blah, blah. This is absolutely out of the fucking blue sky that she asked this question. And it's like, why are you asking me this question? That has nothing to do with the topic at hand. See, this is why, and I said this, folks got to start practicing the Tom Cruise response. Hey, we just here to talk about this movie. Did you have a question about this movie? That's what I'm here to talk about. I'm not here to talk about J.K. Rowling. They're like, these reporters are like dropping landmines in these people's lap because now, of course, Keira Knightley is getting canceled on Blue Sky, everywhere else. People are saying, fuck her, fuck off, fuck this, fuck that. And it's like, the fucking reporter threw that shit at me. What am I supposed to do? And that happens a lot in Hollywood. Yeah, that dismissive chuckle is base. Yeah, she's fucking base. She took care of business. Look, let me let her finish. Let me let that answer roll off. Okay, hold up. Let me let her answer. Y'all can hear the answer for yourself.
I was not aware of that, no. I'm very sorry. I think we're all living in a period of time right now where we're all going to have to figure out how to live together, aren't we? And we've all got very different opinions. So I hope that we can all find respect.
I mean, that's a great answer. That is an absolute great answer. She did a good job. She's a professional actress. She could have had, there's 1,000 ways that she could have answered it. And that's one of the good ways. But like I said, I would be like, I'm just here to talk about the movie. That's it. You have a question about the movie? I'm in a movie. Look at her. Look at the look on her face. The look on her face. Like, I'm just going to hit mute. Just look at the look on her face as this question is coming up and this reporter is asking her this shit. Just that little nod like, oh, fuck, here we go. I didn't come here for this. I'm just here to answer questions about the movie. I can't stand reporters. She's literally like, what does that have anything to do with me? Facts. Like, why are you asking me this dumb shit? They trying to catch him up. That seems like all the press does these days is want to political questions, not to just talk about the movie. They don't want to talk about the movie. That's what Tom Cruise, remember we was doing that video when Tom Cruise was over in Korea and they're asking him about Trump tariffs and shit. And he's like, what the fuck are we asking me about Trump? I'm just here to answer questions about the movie. That ain't no reporter. That's a freaking propagandist. Yeah. Base, that's how you clap back at the judge. Like I said, man, I'm telling you, man, like this eye rolled her. She's nodding her head. She's just like, here we fucking go. God damn it. I knew they was going to ask me about this shit. Oh, God, man. I knew one of these bastards was going to ask me about Harry Potter, even though I'm not here about Harry Potter. But she saw her opportunity. And yeah, that part too, JW Jembe, who gives two cotton pickings about Keira's political opinion. But she's really not asking her about her political opinion. She's asking her, did she know that J.K. Rowling was canceled? And that there's a boycott and everybody hates everything Harry Potter. Did you know before you signed up for this role? Did you know that, Keira? Huh? Did you know that? And it's like, fuck, man. I'm fucking tired of these questions. These reporters are assholes. And some of these actors, man, they just don't have the savvy. Yeah, exactly. It's baiting. That's exactly what it is. They're baiting her for a response so they can go and print, ooh, Keira Knightley did this, said this, did that. That's what they're doing because it's a hot button topic and it'll get them clicks and views. And Keira Knightley is just like, she was smart. She kind of, weaved her way around it. But again, I had the video. They were still saying, fuck you, Keira Knightley. No, we ain't getting along because that's how those cats are. So it's just red meat to the people. The person, she's probably a fucking trans reporter. Who knows? But it's just red meat to those people. It's red meat. Instead of sticking to the topic and asking me questions about the movie, that's what I showed up for. You want to bring up some controversy, probably because you don't really have any other questions for me. You came here to ask that question. Yeah, that's right, Leia. All they want to do is cause division. That's it. That's what it's all about, man. So, yeah, I thought she handled it great. She did a really good job on handling that. Yeah, like Steph, right? She says,
are you aware you should hate J.K. Rowling?
That's literally this reporter right here, man. Steph is a fool, man.
Like, are you aware?
Yeah, that's basically what this reporter sounded like and looked like. That's why Keira Knightley was like, fuck. Oh, my God. Retardation, man. Absolute retardation. It's stupid. Just let this woman act and be a part of her own movie and do what she's doing. Or like I said, man, look, just all these actors need to start practicing the Tom Cruise answers. I'm just here to talk about the movie that I'm talking about. I'm not here for any other reason. If you're here for some other shit, I'm not here for your agenda. I'm not here for your bullshit. I'm here to talk about the movie that I'm in. That's it. That's all.